All right, let's get it. Come on. And
welcome back to the Run It Back Podcast, the podcast where you come for the entertainment, stay for the sports. This is a podcast for the culture, and I'm one of your hosts, Percy.
I'm Bobby Bands.
And in the room today, we got my man's behind the camera. He's been known to eat a pack or two. We got Reef behind the camera.
Where's the pack? Where's the pack?
Where's the pack?
Who else we got?
We got his pack eating partner, the Silent Assassin, Bruce.
Pack eating partner.
Oh shit.
Oh,
next to him, we got that man smoking his bitch. What's up?
He gets a regular intro.
Smoke and eat the pack. Smoke and not eat the pack. I repeat, smoke and not eat the pack.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Shit.
That is hilarious.
That was a very lighthearted open for a very heavy episode.
Yeah, we're gonna go get straight into it. Y'all making us talk about this again. It just shows that it's a problem that seems like it's never ending. It's been going on for years. Now we're just getting light of it just because we got cameras and it's 2020. But enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep talking about it until y'all fucking figure it out.
And that's the difference. Like, we have cameras. We got a culture of seeing some shit and pulling the camera out. And years ago, we did so much, like, making fun of that. And, like, motherfuckers was going to fight, they pull the camera out.
Yeah.
But it's turned out to be...
Now it's saving people's, like, and it hasn't really saved
nobody's lives.
It's just, it's putting the light on these.
It's definitely shed some light.
Yeah.
Shed some light on the situation. And if you don't know what we're talking about, like, we're here again where we're dealing with police shooting.
Yeah.
Police brutality.
7 times, walking away. And I know a lot of people are it's hard when technically you're not complying. Right. You're walking away. But you're walking away. Right. You're not fucking running away. You're not like, I don't know. I watched it and it was just something like inhumane to me. It was something I didn't feel I know everybody watched the video. If someone's walking away from me, everyone's been in a scuffle with a significant other, right?
Right.
And they're walking away. And now you come and you follow. Who looks like the aggressor there now?
The follower.
The follower. Because the other person looks like they're not even they're walking.
A de-escalation tactic.
Yeah. Like that, I didn't see any aggression. I didn't see any. People are talking about there was a knife in his hand. I don't know what the fuck that was. Right. Like, if you could tell me that's a knife, what kind of knife is it? Is it a switchblade? What kind of knife?
We've seen this before too.
Police haven't found the gun that was technically in the car. That would have been the first thing that they would have said. The gun was in the car that he reached for, right?
Facts.
They would have instantly threw that in there. That would have been the first headline.
It would have been on the internet.
It would have been all over the internet. The gun, everybody would have knew the model of the gun. They have not shown any gun. They have not shown any knife. There would have been a picture of the gun and the knife somewhere.
Yep. In a Ziploc bag. And
they're not showing any of that.
Now, I'll go against the grain for 2 seconds just for the sake of playing devil's advocate and presenting the argument. When I first saw the video, I had no idea what I was watching.
Of course.
So I saw the video.
I seen it like instant when it first started going up. I think I shared it first. Like, on my timeline, I didn't see it until I seen it on somebody's page. Right. And then after, it was like shares were just going up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not one to search the bullshit out because
I've
seen it too much already. So you come across it on the internet, of course, right? So I see it on, I think it was Instagram, and I'm just watching the video on Instagram. I see the dude walking away from the cops. And like I said, I'm already going against the grain just for the sake of argument. He was walking away from the cop. They obviously wanted him to stop, but we've seen it so many times where it's just like, me stopping to talk to you is dangerous.
Yeah.
Me walking away from you is dangerous. The guy in the parking lot who was asleep in the
Wendy's.
He was asleep in the drive-thru. I'm so upset that I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
But he talked to them before just like fight or flight kicked in. He tried to flee, and we know what happened to him. He got the same fate. He was shot in the back. So the guy's walking away, and I'm just like, okay, why are you walking away? And then he got shot.
Right away.
Like
there was no
the door opened, which is a dangerous look for him. You know what I'm saying? But I did not expect
that right away.
The door to open.
They pulled his shirt one time, and then dude started shooting.
And then once he started shooting, I'm just like, why you didn't? If you really wanted to apprehend him, you either have the right to apprehend him or you don't. Mm-hmm. It don't go from I want you to stop and talk to me.
So now you're dead.
I'm shooting
you. Yeah.
Either you have the right to apprehend him or a reason to apprehend him, or you don't. And if you don't have a reason to apprehend him, he's free to go. Yeah. So how do you go from now? So now I'm back, not against the grain.
Yeah.
How do you go from not apprehension, like, hey, come here, talk to me, stop, draw a gun, shoot. Like there's no even like I can't even ask the question because there's no middle.
It makes it and that's where it makes it look like it's a I don't give a fuck kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no second guessing. This cop shot right away. Like there was never a struggle like, okay, I really need to like shoot this man. Because it was like, it was in my head. I had it in my head. I'm gonna shoot this man.
The cloak of...
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had... there's no other way to see it. Like,
I'm going against the grain again. The cloak of... Devil's advocate. The cloak of... I'm not really against the grain, but... The cloak of... He opened the door. I have a reason to use I was scared for my life because I don't know what he's getting in his car.
Of course.
So knowing that, we don't know what he was thinking. But knowing he has that trump card to play of I was scared for my life, which has been their argument for everything of armed, unarmed. I thought he had a gun. He had a cell phone. He had an asthma pump. He had Skittles. Mm-hmm. I was scared for my life. So in that moment, assuming the worst about this cop, we can say he opened that door, got him. Because that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So it makes me like think like this, right? You're walking to your car. Mm-hmm. A cop says, "Hey, come here." Yeah. And you're like, "What the fuck? I ain't do shit."
He must not be talking to me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a different scenario. This is completely different from what happened in the video.
Right.
Like, you're literally walking to your car.
Right.
Now, if you feel like I didn't do shit,
I'm gonna keep
and then all of a sudden you just start getting shot.
It was that quick for that man.
Because you didn't want, and I don't know if I spoke about this on another episode, but one of my friends was involved in a police shooting many years ago. Off-duty police.
I think you told us off camera or in the group chat.
Off-duty, responded, just what he saw on the street.
Right.
And decided to be a superhero. Ended up shooting my friend more than 10 times. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of those. It was never, my friend never even looked at him. When he became a threat. When he never even looked at him. My friend got in the car. The same way. It was next to a car door.
Yeah.
My friend opened the car door. And the cop just started shooting. And then he pointed the gun at me. Because there was a gun.
Right.
He pointed the gun at me. When the video came out.
And there was a video. Luckily for him, there was a video, right?
When the video came out, they dropped all the charges.
Your word against mine.
And he was
have a badge.
And they dropped all the charges.
And
thank God there was a video at one of those cases.
Without the video, he's just shot.
And he's
lucky that he survived.
And he's a Hispanic young male who had a gun and an officer that was coming to save the day. That's what it looks like.
Right. Right. The story would have been, we're lucky that cop was there. He's a hero.
Y'all don't even know, bro.
I
don't want to get into the details of that because it's so much other shit that, you know what I'm saying, goes into that. But it's hard. And I told Chris this, when, you know, people say not all cops are bad cops, right?
I was just transitioning into that too.
You know, not all cops are bad cops, but I have a friend who's an officer. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that have family.
We all have friends.
The family who's an officer. But I don't call him, hey, officer so-and-so.
Right.
I don't call him, hey,
you know him as Dan,
I know him as his person.
Right.
I don't know him as an officer.
Right.
Whether I see him in his uniform or not.
Right.
You know him as that person.
Right. You see him as just...
So you're disassociating him from the whole problem, which is that organization, that group, that system. Not every cop is a bad cop. Yeah, of course not. There's cops that save lives every fucking day. Mm-hmm. Every day. But then there's cops that will look away because they see some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, when you're complicit, you're part of the problem.
The problem is the two ways of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when street niggas is saying that the cops got a code of silence and that's a problem. Like that code of silence not supposed to be. You're not supposed to have gang culture within the cops, basically.
And that's how they run. These cops are organized like gang. Like these motherfuckers are an organized unit, bro. Like they're the biggest gang in the whole fucking country. And it's not discrediting. And my mom's an officer,
right?
Like, and that should just say enough. My mom's an officer. Yeah. But my mom is not gonna go shoot somebody 15 times,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not gonna go. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild out here, and it's just crazy that now it's just coming to the light because it's been going on. Fucking man,
we've told stories about our dads with the police brutality shit. Yeah. On two different sides of the city. Well, not two different, both west sides of the city, but different neighborhoods in the city, like different patrolling officers, different districts, but the same experience. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And I was thinking about it, like when you break it down, like race wise, when it comes to gangs and when it comes to neighborhoods, and when you think of the whole how everything just turned, how we got to 2020. Right. Think about it from the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, and 60s, where being the real minority, Hispanics, blacks, and all minorities had to make gangs. Right. You know what I'm saying? To defend themselves. And I watched the Nicky Jam.
And if you
the Nicky Jam documentary on Netflix, he said what became a way of defending ourselves became a lifestyle. Right. We started off defending ourselves and it became a lifestyle. Right. And it just you know what I'm saying? It turns from there. It just keeps going from there. It's a cycle that we have not. The people from the 50s and 60s are still here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're still they're seeing the same shit that we're seeing. Like, they're probably like, yeah, now y'all finally fucking, like, oh, my, you know, and they probably thinking we got it way better than what they had. Because we do, you know, it's in disguise. It's in disguise. Like, I put on Facebook earlier, the devil comes in disguise. Like, it's in disguise. They fucking harassed, you know, the Hispanics, the blacks in these communities. Mm-hmm. The white, you don't see white. There's no white gangs. You know what that gang is?
What is it?
Officers, politicians, the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Like we stood the dumb route and still want to run the streets and the blocks and this and that, and they running the laws, and they're, you know what I'm saying? They own the block, nigga. That and they put you to jail whenever they want.
Right. Right.
Like, you know, it's too. It literally is too. What?
They give you peanuts to keep you entertained.
I like that. Say it again so they can make sure they heard it. They give us peanuts
to keep us
entertained.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta. It's way bigger. You gotta literally like break it down level by level. Just literally think about it. yeah, people always want to compare the Black Lives Matter with black on black crime. All the time.
It's not a fair comparison
At all. Like at all.
If I live
like
in
the
socioeconomic class where, let's say I live in Chinatown and I'm a Chinese man who's grown up to a Chinese family, first generation. If I commit a crime in this neighborhood, who am I going to commit crime against?
Chinese.
Your neighbor, who is most likely of Asian descent.
So when people start to talk about systematic injustice, it's the whole system of making that entire neighborhood competitive like that.
Yeah.
There's people fighting for jobs. They're fighting for that block now. You feel me?
They're fighting to survive. People are not even, and you got to realize, people didn't just all sell drugs. People robbed, bro. A lot of people in the 90s, 80s, they went to jail for robbery, armed robberies. They kidnapping people. They doing like
Stick up kid
became popular because of that. Niggas wasn't, man, they'll get the drugs and pop it off and get the money. They ain't worried about that. Niggas wasn't selling drugs. There a lot of niggas sold drugs. But a lot of niggas was just robbing and doing whatever the fuck they got to do.
Sticking up to breaking and entering.
And it just evolves into something. It evolves into something. I feel like I'm going all over right now.
We're gonna get to where we gotta go.
but it makes me. Everybody's seen Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody's seen Hotel Rwanda. If you're not familiar with the movie Hotel Rwanda, in Rwanda there was a pretty much a civil war between the Tutsis and the Hutus and the Tutsis, and it was two pretty much
bloodlines basically is the best.
Bloodlines or this tribe and this tribe, this tribe and this tribe, two different tribes, and it became to a point where one guy said, that tribe is inferior. Let's wipe them out. Right? You know how many? I just looked up. I watched another documentary of this the other night. They killed 800,000 people in 23 days. Put that in. Just put that in perspective. Wow. 800. You know what I'm saying? Like 1,000 people in 23 days.
That is.
A
month-long massacre. Complete
genocide. Until someone went in and, talk to these people and explain to them what it is to be compassionate. We're humans. That's another black man.
Right.
That's another African. That's another. And when you interview,
I can't even make sense of why.
But it becomes it's something that's a system that they're in that someone put in their head.
Right.
And there was one guy. He's on the run now. He's one of the most wanted men in the world. He funded the whole war.
Yeah.
So he is the reason why 800,000 people died. And they interview all these people and they're like, I was told this. I was brainwashed this. I
can understand coming up, being taught it and living it. But like the catalyst. What's the difference here?
That's what I'm comparing. I'm bringing it back.
Right.
What's the difference here? What you're being taught, it's survival. He's inferior to me. Before he kills me, I'm gonna kill him. That's why I'm wrapping it up to here.
Right.
But what we gotta get to understand, it's something that people are born into, right? Mm-hmm. You're born into this, you're taught this, you do what you're taught, you're doing what you know what I'm saying? Everyone around you is doing.
Right.
If you're on the west side or south side of Chicago and everybody has a gun, you feel you're the only one without a gun? Everybody in Rwanda had a fucking machete in their hand.
Uh-huh.
Everyone here has a gun here in their hand.
Yeah.
And they're fucking killing each other because other people are telling them. And it's something that in the system we've been so entrapped because they put us here. Mm-hmm. They you know what I'm saying? It's something we're told we're animals, we're this, we're that, and it's something that we're now the same, and I'm going to wrap it up how they did. The United Nations, however, if it was for money, however they're going to benefit because they ain't going to go in that motherfucker for free.
Right.
They're not going to go in Rwanda and save some 800,000 black people for free. I guarantee that. They got a motherfucking embassy, a couple of them in there after that. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot what the fuck I was going to. So they went in there and they educated these people. They you know what I'm saying? They built stuff. They did all these different things where
infrastructure and shit.
Re-taught every single body. And that's where it comes with us. We have to re-educate people. We have to re-teach these people. Because so many people, know what they only saw. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw, and I hate when people will be like, I lived in the trenches. I lived, nigga, you lived on fucking North Avenue and Cicero, my nigga.
Right.
And like your parents barely, and you went to North Grand, and like, my nigga, there's no comparison, bro.
You know niggas that did shit.
Like, you know niggas that did shit. Like, my nigga, and if you really like ask these people on the West Side and South Side, and because honestly, it's like two different worlds.
Yeah.
Like, it honestly is two different worlds. It's two different worlds. You ask them, and you ask them how many people have they seen shot or killed, and ask this motherfucker from, he ain't gonna have half of it.
Right.
Like, that's trauma that's built up. It's normal to them at 7 years old because their older cousin got shot. Their older sister got shot. They sister's boyfriend got shot, got stabbed, got this. So it's like, damn, I might get shot by the time I'm 13.
Motherfucker saying on my dead homie, meaning that shit.
And at 12.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got kids that just join into the culture that it's being taught. Like we were saying, now niggas smoking on dead people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How it gets there, how it evolves from there. We have to unlearn these fucking things, bro. Like, you really have to.
Right. I mean,
what's this?
I don't know the solution.
Is stopping NBA games the solution to this?
No.
What does that do?
Not at all. No, that's a good question.
That's a good transition, and I appreciate you getting us up out of that. Stopping the NBA. I was rolling. I had a lot to talk. Stopping the NBA, what does it do? I mean, you have people saying, and I know you mentioned this earlier, that racism is over. And I mean, you have a post-game interview with Doc Rivers.
Sarcastically, people are saying.
But I mean, no, there's people that believe that shit. There's people that believe saying I don't see color is a solution. There's people that believe like I just see you as a person. I don't see you as a black person, or I don't see you as a yellow person.
Until they feel their life is in danger. And then them old fucking them old
let you
mindsets come in. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That fear, when that fear come in, boom, oh shit. Let me grab my purse.
Yeah.
I'm in FedEx.
Bro.
I look in the mirror. Damn, I look bad. How do I look?
Right.
I swear to God.
Right.
What I look like?
Did I tell?
What I look like is crazy. What the fuck, man?
Did I tell the story of my neighbor? My neighbor had a dog, right? She used to come. We play outside as kids all the time, right in front of the house. She has a dog. She would let the dog come, spend 2-3 minutes playing with us, and then she'd go back in the crib, right? I live in low-income housing. There's a condo right next to me, right? That's the kind of neighborhood I grew up in.
Oh, I remember this.
I grew up playing with this dog all through high school, right? All through grammar school. I go away to college for a year, come back for the summer, and this lady sees me.
Tan, probably.
The lady sees me. She's on her side of the street. She crosses and waits until I'm gone. And it's just like, I just got back from college. I see the dog that I grew up playing with. I care for this dog. I grew up with this dog damn near. And she crossed the street because she don't want to interact with me because I'm not a little black boy anymore. I'm a big black man.
Yeah. I know where you live. You live next to me.
I'm like, lady, I know your name. I know your car. Yeah. I know your dog.
Yeah.
Like, that same day. Maybe I was rough, but that's fucked up to even think
maybe
that.
I was rough.
That same day, I'm coming off of the bus. I get off the bus.
You had your do-rag on?
Maybe I was rough.
I wouldn't even waved up like that.
Do-rag on.
I wouldn't even waved up like that.
I had the Jordans and the do-rag on.
Didn't even have the mics. I might have had some ones.
You fit the profile?
I must have.
What does that even mean?
Exactly, though.
Exactly.
What does that mean to you?
Melanin.
You fit the profile.
Melanin.
That means some bullshit.
That's what
I mean, I'm about to get fucked up. To fit the profile. I mean, I gotta stop doing everything I'm doing immediately.
And you
might get fucked up.
As a tall black man, like I know you get it. Unless you're dressed for work.
Niggas don't even want to fight.
Are you treated different when you dress for work?
No, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
A little bit, right?
A little bit. But I mean, if niggas, it's the same everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight multiple battles when we're from where we're from. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way niggas want to fuck. Niggas don't want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather shoot your ass to fight you. It's the same way these cops operating thing.
Yep.
They'd rather, come on, man. They know.
I ain't got time.
Exactly.
They can find the angle. If you can find the angle on a motherfucker, you'll get off. You know
Which is why I said when he opened that door.
Yeah.
That mindset of got him.
I got him.
Even if not though, like rest in peace, Botham Jean, that the officer mistook her apartment for her. She mistook his apartment for her apartment.
Yeah.
So she walked into what she thought was her apartment. Seen somebody and shot him.
Yeah.
It's an off-duty cop.
The lady, right?
I'm chilling in this bitch. Somebody think that this is their house and they only get like 10, and now she's fighting for like 4 and getting some other. Like, nah, B, that's not.
That's murder. That's a life.
That's straight
people,
murder.
And that's what I'm saying. People try to get into this like the legalities and this and that. It's a life. Like it's a fucking life. Like we gotta treat it as a life.
That's how it is in multiple areas of life. It's fucked up knowing that. So as people that are aware of this shit, and we're working for the churches talking about this shit, it's niggas with mega platforms that if they decide, hey, we want to stop playing basketball, I get that now. Yeah. And I get that in hindsight. I get that seeing now, looking back and being like, damn, maybe we should have because nothing's really changed. But what exactly
does that
will we change?
What's that going to change?
We still ain't answered that question.
It's a fight for all of us. It's not just for fucking LeBron and them. It's for the nigga at the corner store who's dealing with shit.
Right. We definitely got to deal with. I mean, and just because LeBron's a 6'8", 250-pound man, he's still a big black man.
Well,
he's still a black man.
He just made a statement the other day like, we're terrified, right? What he said? We're scared. Like, we're black men are scared. Right?
He was saying that they teach fear. They basically teach to be scared of us.
So think about
but we're dying.
We
should be scared.
It's literally like, okay, if I'm not LeBron and people don't recognize my face card off rip, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, I'm a household name where white people recognize me. Yeah. Off face card. You could be like Masai, nigga, in your own fucking. You're the owner of this fucking stadium, bro. You're the owner of this
He's
team.
The other face of the franchise.
Yeah. You're the.
He was the general manager.
And you seen the video just came out. The video just came out.
So they don't recognize your face. Right. You don't have that LeBron type face card. Yeah. So now you're just another nigga. Another black man. And it's like, hold on, nigga, chill out. Like you doing too much. It's like, nigga, I own this shit. Nigga, what are you talking about? Facts. But that's the type of shit that a regular nigga can go through if niggas don't. So think about that shit. Like, you're a regular motherfucker. Like, those people have targets on their back. I understand the athletes have targets on their back because they're even higher profile. Yeah. They have a lot more to lose. But then you have more equity in all of this shit. I was kind of saying this earlier. Basketball versus, like, football, they had replacement players before.
Yeah. Right.
Baseball, there's how many leagues you can call up niggas from. How many niggas are actually going to sit out? You feel me? Due to this shit. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how long are you going to do it? Basketball, it's a lot tougher with these 5-man and the superstars in the league really controlling shit. The elite. I'm sure that Roger Goodell seeing Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson emerging as the future is like, okay, we have to kind of take this shit into consideration, but at what point do we put the pressure on these billionaire owners to continue to put pressure on these government officials? Now? You know what I'm saying?
And they're the ones who really sway the laws and all that shit.
Yeah, it's money,
like,
man.
It's money. It's
they
all
call
money.
It, they're in that billionaire fraternity. Yeah. They call it the Good Old Boys Club. There's names for the shit. Like, and that's the part I didn't understand at first, but when I sat down and I really thought about it, it was what stopping accomplishes is these billionaire owners, their bottom line is affected. Like, and that's when that's when it's just like, oh shit, you mess with my money now, so why are you messing with my money? So now I gotta listen to you. Do I have to agree with you? No. If I comply, I will get my money flowing again, and hopefully you get distracted again by some other bullshit, and we get back to the status quo.
I mean,
and that's the cycle that they've been throwing us in for as long as this shit's been going.
That's a boycott. I mean,
so
it's a tug of war, and people have been fighting back. You know what I'm saying?
Boycott is to disrupt the system. I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I never blame Kyrie. You know, niggas want to say he was hurt.
Whatever, they clowned him,
whatever.
Yeah, Perkins too. Perkins went crazy on Kyrie.
He got like niggas was talking like absolutely blasphemous. Like,
right.
Right,
and
this
now
is a dumbass idea. Why would anybody not play back? And now niggas are like, nah, we're not. But it's the same shit that happened 3 months ago. That's been happening day to day.
And like you said earlier, that wasn't the only case in between.
Yeah, that's not
the Wendy situation. Like, it's never ended.
Yeah.
And I think it.
And there's no worse. That's the thing. Like, this thing was no worse than this one or this one or this one. Like, and I also understand why you do play though, because you're playing, you have the spotlight, and keep throwing it in their face. Mm-hmm. But then also understand why at this point stop.
It kind of feels like a fucking token.
So
that's what they starting to feel.
What about this?
Right.
What if they sell the jerseys with the names like that? What do you think will happen?
I've been, not that I'm waiting to buy one, but I've been waiting to see it.
You want to?
No. But I think it's gonna show the fan. It's gonna expose the fan base. I believe.
I think it's just a fandom thing anyway, though. That's
what happened to Jonathan Isaac's jersey sellers.
Talk about it.
I was just telling you.
I know. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Talk about it. Talk about it for the pod.
Not to kneel, which is fine. I want to go on here and say, if you don't want to kneel, don't fucking kneel. If you want to kneel, kneel.
I was a coach at Concordia while that was going on at a NCAA, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was tough, bro. Like, that, being a coach in that situation was tough because you got these fans in here, and it's like some kids want to kneel. You got some of the black kids that tell me like, Coach, I want to kneel. And then you got other people that are just like, we're not gonna kneel, you know, together. It's tough. It's tough.
You want solidarity.
It's tough.
And they just showed, like, some people are. And
imagine back then, 2017. That was 2017. So now everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In 2020, the reason why I'm saying this is it's like the same thing with we're in Chicago. Niggas is looting. So what did store owners start to do? Put BLM in there, a fucking windows and shit.
I said don't. Bro,
you give people a simple sign to follow. Anybody can do that shit.
Yeah.
If I'm a fucking super racist in the league, if I was Donald Sterling from the Clippers, who was like, oh, these people are basically my slaves.
Yeah.
If I wanted to just fucking get over on y'all niggas, all I gotta do is kneel, and y'all gonna love me as a white man?
And that's
what I'm saying? That's fucking stupid, bro. We don't need this type of symbol, bro.
Yeah.
We need the actionable items now. We're done with all this. Put a fucking sign on the court and wear all these nice names on the jersey. No, like, actually, like do something, bro. Like, talking about it is continuously not getting shit done.
And I feel like with the shootings and everything, like with everything else in life, people be getting normalized. Like, people are like, oh, they're protesting again. Oh, they're looting again. Oh, another person died again. Like, it's becoming something where, like, people are not. I see people. They're like, oh, the world's in disaster, and I'm just over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, worried about this. Mm-hmm. Like, you know,
the meme of the house burning and the kid on the swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
or the dog in the house. I didn't see the kid on the swing. You know about the kid on the swing.
But that, you know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where we cannot stop now. Like you said earlier, you got to keep applying that pressure, keep putting the foot on the gas, and vote. You know what I'm saying? Register to vote. It starts locally. You know what I'm saying? It starts locally.
That's the part.
It starts locally. I'm not telling you vote for Biden. I'm telling you vote for Trump. Look into your aldermen. Look into the people that
don't
are
vote
really,
for Trump.
Look into the people that are really controlling your neighborhood, and that's where it starts from there. You know what I'm saying? Where we can slowly make a change, because the politicians run like it's the same thing. The law system breaks down from top to bottom. we're affected at the bottom. We're at the bottom. We're going to be affected by the police. That's why you see us have problems with the police, because we're patrolled by police. That's going to be, if we can try to slowly change the infrastructure, we have to start doing something. Like, we have to do something. And it's not, you know, getting people people that look like us in office. People that, not even just us in office, people that have a value and compassion and understand the true fucking wrongs and all this shit. Like, it's really a fucked up, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here.
The part that gets me is the lack of understanding or refusal to accept the fact that there's a system.
I know.
It's not, you know, I think really trying to just deeply think about this shit. It's not the fact that they understand.
They do.
Because if you ask somebody, would they want to, if you ask somebody who's in the privileged position, would they want to live this type of life? Would you want to be a black person for a day? They'd probably tell you no.
Yeah. They understand.
They understand. So that
2020 motherfuckers know what's going on.
Hey, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want to have that attached to me because. But coming from, why would you want to get off of your pedestal to help these people? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it could just be a subconscious thing. There could be people not doing this on purpose. Like, hey, yeah, I don't want that bad to happen to them, but I don't want anything bad to happen to me either. And you feel me?
And I think I was gonna say this earlier, but I think I just thought it didn't, like, you know, connect with it. But people are selfish.
Everybody is.
Everyone is like. And that's when it comes to you know,
personal interest.
People say it all the time. I'm gonna go home to my family. Everyone wants to go home to your family. The man had his family in the car. Right. Probably wanted to go home is the reason why he to get in the car.
Let me get my.
I should have minded my motherfucking business, and I should have never even pulled up to try to stop this fight. You know what I'm saying? But people are selfish. People are like, well, my life is not like that, so I don't give a fuck about his life.
So that's why when I say, okay, we have personal interests, right? It's everybody that has personal interests. That's why we align ourselves with somebody like a LeBron who has millions of dollars in equity in this league now. Now, if he decides not to do some shit, everybody's not going to do, because we have. So now that's why it's kind of like a conundrum, because you have people who have a status symbol in society that can possibly make a change because of that status.
We align ourselves with them. But I also feel LeBron is selfish in a way where he wants to be the greatest player of all time, and he's still chasing that.
So look at that debate. And I think that's why the season started.
That is why the season. I said it from the beginning. He wants to finish because if you cancel this season, that's games that he's not going to be able to catch anybody in statistics.
And his last game, he said, half of my mind is 100% on this game right now. The other half of my mind is 100% on what's going on in America right now. You said that literally coming off of the court, bro. They interview as soon as the game
was over. Your mind should be on. The game should be over.
Look at that. So I understand you're already in a torn position. So probably a lot of these players, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, bro. I don't know.
It could be that dark place that Paul George was talking about.
But imagine being called the greatest, like, a sports icon, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he stops, that's like when Muhammad Ali didn't go. When Muhammad Ali got arrested because he didn't want to go to war.
I had that thought too, but again, selfish, right?
I mean, no, he wasn't selfish.
You want to go to war, or you don't want to go to, or you know what I'm saying?
No.
You want to die overseas?
No. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. He don't want to fight, but I think
before that he was showing support, though. I'm not saying he's selfish at all.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You always think self-preservation.
Self-preservation,
because
right?
it's how the fuck I'm already preaching all of this shit. If I go over there, they could have somebody snuff me out. Nobody will ever know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll take these 2 years. Niggas know I'm knocking you clean out the moment you step to me. Like, I'm sleeping my bunk and I got bottom bunk, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm Muhammad. I'm Cassius, nigga. Yeah. Call me Muhammad now, nigga. Facts. So, yeah, at the end of the day, these are the people that make that gap difference, that could touch those people that might be able to make a change. This shit never gonna stop, but damn, be like this. Y'all knew this shit wasn't gonna stop when y'all started.
And it makes me think. You know, when you watch like what's the movie? Planet of Apes.
Yeah.
Right when the apes are running.
Mad symbolism.
Tough.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see
who's the apes?
No, I'm saying it was the minority.
Who's the other characters?
And so that and that was something that they wanted to
convey. Right?
You know, but I'm saying when the roles are flipped,
yeah,
right? When we become, you know, not the minority, but we are the majority, but we just haven't gained the control, the power of it yet.
We ain't solidified.
Yeah, we're not solidified. We're not
amongst
solidified.
our subcultures. Like
that's true. We got a lot of cracks in our subculture. There's no foundation in our shit right now. But when we do get to that point, again,
we're starting to gather it now.
And when we get to that point,
some will say the systematic injustice is so we don't build that infrastructure to overtake these motherfuckers. Because if we have that bottom support base and like just more like a tri mentality as opposed to like okay, we're over here, I'm from over here, I'm from over here, I'm from over here, I don't fuck with dudes from over there. You know what I'm saying? Like people now I feel like are just getting out of a hater mentality. Yeah. Like in general, just walking through your neighborhood. 10, 15 years ago, just like looking at a motherfucker a certain way was a fight or something.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like it gets to the point, like I say this all the time, where people do want peace. Like people, when you see a lot of like, you know, white people, just speaking of just white people, they don't, there's a lot of the time where they're really excited to fucking meet you. Yeah. Like they are really excited.
That shit feel like get out.
They're like, they're really trying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they really try to embrace the culture. They really try to have no barriers. They really try that. Back to the crib. You know, like there's a lot of people that do that.
For sure. Right. For sure. And I mean, even just on the other side of the same coin, you have the people, I'll quote Dirk, terrorizing the city.
Yeah. Dirk quotes.
You have the people terrorizing the city that want peace too. Like if they could not be into it with them niggas and not have to fear for their life every day.
Why do you think they move? Because they don't want to go at war every fucking day.
Somebody wants to wake up.
Nope. Like,
think that, I'm going to walk out this door and walk this motherfucker sit in the car.
It might
sitting
be
outside.
Right.
Wait. Yeah.
Or I get caught lacking on at the gas station too long, or motherfucker, the red light's taking too long to turn green and motherfuckers pull up right. No, there's a lot of scenarios.
Can't go over here.
There's some neighborhoods where motherfuckers, I know they don't even stop at the stop
sign. Can't go over here.
Stop sign getting blown clean. Because it's like you can't sit there. That 2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds
that
too
pump.
long.
Yep. You can't make that pump. You gotta blow through that light.
That's why everybody, and when people say like they made it is when they left.
Yeah.
Man, I made it. I'm gone. I left
Chicago.
I got out the hood. They have
to leave to make it too.
They have to leave to make it.
I seen a post. Somebody said that just like Bobby seeing posts that we never see. City of haters.
I was with my New York homies, and it was like they asked me if I felt that Chief Keef made it, and I was like, my answer was like, yeah, he not here no more. He don't need to drop music no more ever.
Facts.
To be honest, anything he does drop is for him to drop for fun. He don't need another
scratching the creative itch.
He's separated himself and he's doing so much stuff in a different lane.
He's been doing that. The gaming shit, the paintballing, like he's different, bro.
R.I.P. Fredo. Once Fredo died, he took over his company. That was like he's been doing
the weed and
he started producing a minute ago too.
He's been making beats for people. Like you don't even know. Like there's so many mixtapes and songs that are hot. And it's like
he made that Chrome Hearts beat on Uzi shit.
And him being here is a distraction. It's a distraction.
Yeah, it is.
It's too much you gotta look out for. Last time I seen this nigga in Chicago, his name dropped. See, look at me. I was beef right in Wicker Park, bro. After that, This nigga was not here ever again, bro.
But you know what happens when you come home? No matter where you from, when you come home, what you gonna do? You gonna check in with the homies? Not check in, but you gonna pop in with the whole homies. They're gonna be up to old shit. Not that you got to do that now, or you might.
You might, but it should be.
But you also got to worry about the niggas that you was into it with, that you rapping about.
That's why this clown ass nigga, I just sent that to the group chat. I'm gonna just throw this out there. That clown ass nigga, he probably not even in Chicago.
Bro, that was last week.
In Chicago, video, that was 4 or 5
days
months
ago, bro.
Stop capping. They recorded about 12 videos when they was in Chicago.
Facts.
I know the vibe.
Fucking
they started releasing shit random. Duke ass
in the car.
is a fucking
goofy.
Duke ass lost his name. He's out of here. Be next, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of niggas that's out of here, man. I just want to say protect black women at all costs.
Ooh.
Okay.
He dropped the mic on that one.
He did. So we're gonna get into it then.
Yeah, Tori, you bogus, B. You bogus. Yeah, you don't be. He said, you know what it was? It's the same fucking thing. He couldn't get Meg in the car, so he shot her, bro.
Oh my God.
The fucking cop couldn't get this nigga, and he shot him. Bro.
This nigga.
Bro.
I'm reaching. I'm not reaching, bro. It's the same thing. Tori seen her ass like, damn. All right, that bitch, I can't grab her. I stretched like 3 times today.
You stretch before you reach. I got it.
Yeah. Eat. Come here.
What I saw it as, the way she broke it down was that they was arguing. She got up out that car, right? What I saw it as
how tall he is?
I'm finna scare this. I don't even want to say.
With shoes on? 5'4", maybe.
With shoes on.
Yeah.
With Timbs on.
Right?
I think legit like 5'4" with shoes. I think like I don't even want to call her a bitch in the scenario, but like I think his thought was. I don't want to use the word bitch is what I'm saying. But I think his thought was
bitch, come here. Bitch, shut your
all right, yeah, we back.
We're good. He like, bitch. Run it back. Bitch.
Yeah, but I was saying, I think what it was she got up out that car and he was like, man, I'm gonna scare this bitch. Just get back in the car, make her think I'm going to shoot her, and I'm gonna shoot at her feet. You know how niggas like make them dance type shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them dance, stupid ass.
You know that
You ain't never just say that.
When I say the reference, you know the.
Nah, I know what you're talking about. Say what he's saying, but shit. He's gonna be.
Well, my mic had to jump out on that shit.
They ain't want to hear none of that shit. They ain't want to hear what you had to say.
But that's where I think his mind was. But why the fuck are you? Is that even
in your arsenal?
Is that exactly?
Why is that even a go-to?
Hey,
exactly.
That's the same thing with the cops. I get you.
So hold on.
Adrian, there you go.
My cousin.
Oh my God.
Who's incarcerated now? Who was incarcerated before? Free the guys. Free cuz. He shot his girlfriend in the ass. Right?
What was his mindset?
I want to ask now. You know what I'm saying? I know.
What was his mindset?
It was one of those like,
crazy.
bitch, you gonna.
What was his mindset? It's absolutely insane.
You don't have one, right?
What mindset?
But
it was out of his mindset.
Out of your mind. It's out of your mind.
That's my point.
You out of your mind. And it gets to the point where you feel like you can't do nothing else to control them, so you gotta pop their ass.
That's exactly.
Like, I can't tell you what to do. We just met 2 months ago. We've been sneaking on.
This gun gonna take.
We've been sneaking on. Yeah, this gun.
That's when they say guns ain't stupid, or guns don't kill people. Stupid people do.
And they do.
Exactly.
That's 100% true.
Now,
all right.
Reef started this topic by saying protect black women. Now,
also free to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor immediately. By the way,
every time. Now, Can we talk about the fact that she protected him
And she hopped back in the car.
in that moment?
Yeah. Now they're trying to call it. Now they're trying to call it. Now they're trying to compare her to 6ix9ine.
Nah, that's internet.
That's a reach too.
That's on Academics page.
He's a fucking
Bro.
That's on his page.
When I heard that shit, I didn't know about it until Meg spoke on it, that they were talking about she snitching. On what? The nigga shot her.
You don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Of course he don't want to talk about it.
He's locked up? Is he locked up or he's deported?
Quiet, trying to get the publicist to cover.
Oh, so he's out? He just staying laying low? He's laying low?
She dead said, bro, I wasn't going to say nothing about this.
Until
either.
y'all
let him live.
Niggas is playing, but I've seen the blogs where people have been posting on blogs how she may have attacked him first. She
Jealous of Kylie.
She dead all of that shit.
Yeah, I knew that shit bullshit.
But we heard all this shit talking amongst each other. Just like, damn, like, what you think happened in that car that got him to the, or that got her mad, or like they had a couple dispute. They was arguing and shit. That shit don't matter. That don't go to.
Even if she
listen. She said something very disrespectful to that little nigga. She said something to his ass, bro.
I just want to say.
She said something like, "That's why your motherfucking dick was." And that nigga was like, "What, bitch?" Bam.
She said something even crazy because they said somebody has said like women can say some shit that'll sting you, and that's a fact. I seen a girl post a meme like, your man is lame. He was the one holding the light at the dice games. I was like, God. The light at the dice. I realized, I was like, they got the stingers, fool. They got the stingers, fool. He was holding the light. He wasn't playing dice. He was. They be knowing. They be knowing me.
That shit is hilarious.
With some shit that's like a backhand.
That is hilarious.
You just gotta eat that shit kind of sometimes, or walk the other way. Be strong. Be something. You feel me?
Yeah, good.
Facts.
Be solid. In
that shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
No, they will though, because when people listen, people no, listen, like you said, when people have no other way, and it goes back to the racist shit too. When people have no other way to hurt here, what they're gonna call you? A nigger, a spick, this, that, because they know they can't control you. They're not your slave owner. They can't tell you, hey, you colored boy, you go back here.
I'm uncomfortable.
No,
That's illegit.
This nigga blacker than what the fuck? What? This nigga come off in the camera.
Even besides that though, it's when they care. Like whether you care to lose what you got, or you care, like, I guess both cases you care to lose what you got, right? Like either whether it be pride, privilege.
Pride, bro. It's a lot of pride. It's a lot of pride.
Pride, privilege, position.
Norms.
And even trying to say
norms.
Comfortability.
Comfort.
If you living good, you
won't
lose that.
Comfort. That's what people pay where they live.
People are comfortable even living in the hood.
Why you know?
And having a good relationship, it's comfortable. Yeah. Now you shifting that shit and making me uncomfortable, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then it's that comfort that they want to maintain.
It goes back. It's just like you just said, that neighborhood shit, that comfort. All right, boom. Something this breaks that comfort.
Right.
What happens? Shit changes.
Shit gotta shift.
Motherfuckers do what they gotta do to get back to where they feel comfortable. That's all that is. There's a lot of animal instinct. We have a lot of that. We're uncomfortable. We're gonna make sure we do something to make ourselves feel
make life more comfortable.
Whether they got to go out of their way or not. You know what I'm saying? Different measures. And you see with every new decade and every new, generation, it just gets worse and worse.
Think about success though. There's a quote about success that I might misquote it, but it says if you want to be successful, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And if we have this goal, like you said earlier, we have to get actionable items. Like plastering Black Lives Matter on NBA floor is not enough. Putting these names on the back of these jerseys or these pre-approved phrases on the back of these jerseys. These hashtags are not enough. We need actionable items.
It's cute.
We have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and saying these things and throwing this shit in these people's faces and letting them know this shit real. And we live in this shit every day. And there's people's lives that are legitimately being taken. For what?
Because people are selfish.
Now imagine if instead of like a blackout, you have like a blackout Tuesday, right, where everybody posts black squares, which was great, right? Now imagine everybody who did that, say, went on strike for a day or didn't go into work for a day.
And I saw
something
some
like that, right?
I saw some items around Juneteenth. It was a girl on TikTok. She said, I think she's really heavily involved in the movement, and it was about one of the days, like 4th of July or the week of 4th of July, buy nothing, right? And imagine if, what is the black population in the country? Like 1/8 of the country. But imagine all minorities.
They're gonna find all our black guys. Like I'm talking about. It gotta be more than a day. Niggas can't just and then show back up on Saturday. But you are going to be fired, sir.
Niggas are fired. But exactly.
I'm not going to work, but
you gotta be able to take. This is literally what it's coming down to.
That's how you make a revolution.
What you gonna do if it's all of us?
Right? Is that how you make a revolution?
It is. It won't be televised.
It won't be televised.
It's not gonna be none of this fun. It's not gonna be this Black Lives Matter shit plastered on the court. The revolution they said will not be televised, folks. That shit. That wasn't it. Clearly, nigga.
Can I
there was
pause
like great speech. Let me shoot this nigga in the back 7 times.
Can I pause and say, when I see people opposed to Black Lives Matter, to me, that tells me you're looking at Black Lives Matter as an organization.
Yeah. And that's what
not even, or like a dickhead too. But anyway,
what the fuck does? Honestly, no, I don't mean it the way it's gonna come out. But honestly, fuck the organization. Look at the 3 words.
Black.
Do you believe this shit or not?
You gotta explain that shit. Niggas understand the concept. These are people who claim to be smarter than us, but so they understand the words that we're saying to them.
Flipping this shit.
They know what exactly.
And there's dummies that believe the dumb shit that they preaching.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like there's dummies on our side who believe the shit that the top is preaching too. But that's a whole nother conversation.
But if I'm trying to control group A,
right.
The best way is splitting Group A into Group 1A and 1B and having them fight each other. So now I control the entire fucking group.
And all I gotta do is check in periodically.
Yeah, no.
Or stir the pot a little bit.
All I gotta do is drop in the shit that fucking is gonna help y'all a little bit and tax y'all about 5. What Amazon tax these days? Think about who's making money during these times. The world is in probably the worst fucking times, and the richer are getting extremely rich.
Shake my head. All I can do is literally just shake my head as you.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even like against being elitist or shit like that. Yeah. If you made your fucking bones and you made your money, congratulations. Do that shit.
That's what we all want to do.
Right?
Exactly. But there's a reason why shit is happening like that, bro. There's a reason why the people who are
the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor.
Exactly. And if niggas actually want to get out of some shit like that, you have to analyze, okay, why the fuck are these people clearly profiting off of disaster, and I'm waiting on this damn man. Well, that's 600 or is that 400 now? What is that?
I can't come on, man. At the concept of profiting off a disaster, and I 100% understand. Like, if you do something, if you do something good, don't do it for free. Understand that. Yeah. But I mean, something slightly unrelated, but it ties in completely. Today we're looking at me and Tosh were looking at just shit on the internet. And she came across bottle, like canned premix, like a canned amaretto sour, basically, which is one of the drinks you should get at the bar. Now, why would a normally, we just say like higher end company make a canned beverage? Because motherfuckers staying home and drinking, right? And hey, you don't have to buy everything and mix it. We got it already pre-made for you. Come drink this shit. don't just buy just the amaretto. Buy the whole drink.
Yeah, matter of fact, don't get out your bed when you got it. Just Amazon that shit.
And then Amazon that motherfucker.
You see what's going on with the post office?
Don't even get me started, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot of shit going on, and
a lot. It's like you said. Like you said when Bruce walked into the fucking room, and you're turning like this, and he's like, "What?" There's so much shit that's getting thrown, and it's fucked up that we're fighting like it's a whole system, but the whole system has 1,000 fucking arms we gotta knock down. Boom, boom, boom. Because there's so many different things you have to take. Exactly. Like into consideration that everything was made for a reason, bro.
And there's people fighting to maintain the status quo too.
Yeah.
Like that's the part where
you think that, and that's why people stay their political party.
Right.
Because why? Because this might benefit me, and I'm in this position, so this is gonna benefit me. You think a millionaire, billionaire, whatever is gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh well, if I want to get richer, I have to follow what these people are doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get taxed more and give to the weak and give to this and that.
Right.
I'm going to get taxed less and I'm going to make my empire because this is what I fought for my whole fucking life.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's that self-preservation.
It's
looking out for self. So I don't blame people. There was conversation like, should there be billionaires? Should billionaires have to give a...
But then that becomes into... kind of what dictatorship or something,
right? Which is
classless. Everything becomes classless.
Like, damn, like if somebody worked extremely hard for their shit, should they have to give back? No. Should they want to give back? Probably, yeah. Like just the human spirit. You should probably want to give back, but should we be forcing people to give back?
People don't understand. They always say, "I worked my ass off. I made all this money." Consumers are the real. We're the consumer. We're the main consumer.
That's where. So
you're a millionaire, billionaire because we're consuming.
And that's the same type of way that people. Man, I was born into this family. I'm good or whatever. Or I'm already born over here. I'm good. I didn't even know I went to like one of the top schools over here. Like this is me. Like this is me. I'm born into this shit.
Yeah.
So why would I then be like, well, these people got it fucked up, so let me go over there and try to go to their, like, would you want to go to their school just because you were born over here?
I'm gonna lay it out just exactly like this. My house, and if you know me and everybody else that grew up with me, whatever, my dad made a lot of money doing a lot of other shit. So my life compared to my next door neighbor, the very next person to me, I went to his house a few times. There was no soap to take a bath. There's roaches everywhere. There's no food. We're literally the next household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think as a kid, and it's self-preservation, damn, do I want to go over there again? You know what I'm saying? Like, I went over there. I always kicked it in his.
I fuck with my homie, but...
I fuck with my homie, but...
Do I want to sit on his couch?
Do I want to sleep over now? Do I want to lower my class? And, and that's as a kid, bro. And people
I wouldn't say class, like more quality of life, like your quality
of course,
sleep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that's what they're saying. Like, do I want to lower my standard of my luxuries? Luxuries. Do I want to take away my luxuries? And a lot of people will say no. But then it's at the same time where, okay, I grew up with different luxuries than someone else.
Right.
I understand that. Some people don't understand the luxury of having luxuries. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. Like, there's literally, and they do understand. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. I think at some point we got to.
They've been compliant their whole life, so people should also be compliant. Their image of it's just because if you've heard this over and over, you become numb to it, right? If you've never experienced it and you hear this over and over, well, then that's just something that happens to those people.
Exactly.
And you already have, and there's stereotypes that feed into how you think about these people already. There's images reinforced in your mind on how you think about some shit. So, okay, maybe if I'm privileged from over here, I'm thinking, Man, that dude probably wasn't. He was resistant. You know, that's probably what they was thinking. Which is like, bro, like honestly, I don't even know. To get through that shit is like, bro, to sit down and try to work out. Like, okay, even if I'm walking away, you understand that killing me is not a part of your job description
at all. Like,
let's just lay that out there first before we go into was he resistant or not.
Yeah,
you understand you're trained to restrain, to de-escalate, to get around any way that nobody dies here.
And that's where we point back to the system. Are they?
Yeah. You got a point.
Are they actually trying to de-escalate, or are they trying to fire their weapon
and from my experience, it's always shoot first, ask questions later. All the time. Like every cop will tell you that. Like they won't tell you that in front of the camera, but they will tell you when the shit goes. Listen.
Yeah.
Next time you feel you,
make sure you get home. Make sure your partner gets home. Shoot center mass. And take care of blue.
So it's just like it's kind
of
like
a gang.
A school thing.
It's a gang.
Yo, gangs, yeah.
It's a gang. It's a gang.
You know how gangs have manifests.
Well, they just hop out busting it.
Right? GTA, where the signs go.
Huge manifestos, like your actual principles. A lot of gangs have actual
laws,
shit that laws, OGs that fucking
all kind of shit.
know all the laws, bro, and tell you that shit. Live and die by that fucking code.
Each symbol means something.
After you continue to pass that generation to generation. By the time it gets down, you have the second nigga above you telling you, bro, trust me, I've been through this 25, 30 years. Shoot that bitch, ask questions later, bro. We understand them laws and we believe that, but shoot that shit because you're gonna die, nigga. And that's what it becomes. We got the laws, we teaching you, but y'all know the real code.
You just gave a real life example of telephone.
Yeah.
There's what was said, and then there's what was understood. Then that
what
shit
was passed down. You know what was passed around. So you heard, man, shoot that shit. But a lot of these niggas probably wouldn't have even shot in that situation. He probably, you know. Exactly.
Can I play devil's advocate one more time?
You gotta think about his experience.
Yeah, play devil's advocate.
So, I saw. I'll be halfway.
I like it. Nah, it's good.
I saw a simulation of people who were 100% against the cops, shooting people. They were put into simulators of very high stress situations, and one person, I think it was a pastor, he was speaking against cop shootings, like y'all shouldn't be shooting shit, blah blah blah. They put him in the simulator and he shot every fucking body. In the room. Innocent kid, mom, dad, bad guy, everything.
He was panicking with the
panicking with the pistol.
And listen, and something goes, I'm fucking some shit up too. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Oh my God.
But
good night, ladies and gentlemen.
There's
signing off.
You're speaking on something very particular in terms. I'm assuming you're speaking on like breaking and entering, self-preservation.
Yes,
protecting my family.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
Okay,
protecting the public.
What if I'm going into my apartment and I see somebody there that I think it's a op, but it's actually not my apartment when I turn the lights on? I thought it was self-preservation.
Man, drug test that bitch. She was
you see how it gets shady and jaded.
It always, bro. It's money, bro. It's money. It's money.
Does it not sound fabricated? Is it not? Is it not?
Niggas had a no-knock warrant. What is that?
If she wasn't a cop and you walk into your house, a regular average, if you walk into a black man, if a black man goes
switch the road,
and it's a white lady.
If he went. Cause I think she lived above him. If he went up too many stairs,
we already know that's life.
Oh man!
If he went up too many stairs,
he tried to rape her.
Life,
there's gonna be a whole bunch of different
life.
And let's assume
life.
Let's assume he has his.
Oh my God!
Life, nigga.
Let's assume his gun is completely registered.
If not the chair, where is they? Texas.
There was some gunshots.
Ain't no under the
going on.
No. There was some gunshots right now. I just got a text. Where are you? Just heard some gunshots. So
yeah, we in the trenches for real, man. This shit happening everywhere.
It's It's literally, like you said, it's hard when people don't understand it because you won't understand it. I mean, not that if you're not there, but I don't know. It's just, it's tough. You really got to make yourself feel uncomfortable, like you said, to really do something.
And that's been uncomfortable by going and getting in there. When I was teaching out west, I worked with an organization that's run through Notre Dame that's really trying to. It's a bunch of old white people with money, basically, that feel like if they die with money, they go to hell. So they have to, as they age, give their money, right? So they want to pour their money into neighborhoods that really need the help, right? So they targeted one of the West Side neighborhoods, but they decided to work with one of the West Side neighborhoods. They work with all the schools in the neighborhood, and they give that money, and they're doing it through sport because they're all old college basketball players, basically. So they're working with coaches in the neighborhood, and they're doing that because these are the people that identify that these neighborhoods are what they are because they were set up to be that way, and we need to get in there to change it.
If this motherfucker could send out $1,200 to every person in the country, nigga, you could go build up the whole fucking West Side in a month, bro. Start building shit, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, if you can... Oh, you need another one? You need another one?
Y'all niggas need another.
You need another one?
Gotcha. It's a
You gotta be quicker than that, nigga. Vote for me. Why you think we waiting for it? Vote for me, nigga. Hell no. They could put money, man. It's a choice, bro. It's a decision. It's a choice.
In October, how many of you niggas?
It's a fucking choice, man. It's a choice. They choose not to put money into these communities.
Man. Look, man.
Let the black people put their own money into the communities. That's how they probably fucking think.
We got down.
Let P Diddy. P Diddy could do it.
We got down.
Jay-Z could do it. Let them do it.
Bobby, fix your hat, man. Show them your pride, man. Talk about your team, man.
We 9-1 in the last 10 games, bro. We don't want to talk, B. We ain't talking.
Oh shit.
We ain't talking no more, nigga.
Yeah, wait until that.
We ain't talking no more.
Wait till you see us though.
LA on his bully for
Yankees.
LA is on that bully. We ain't talking no more. You feel me? You
No
see
fresh
that?
off the no-hitter?
You see that? No, yesterday. Shout out Lucas.
Shout out to the man.
Giolito go crazy. Hey, listen, Lucas. I want to tag you in this because I think I might crop it and tag his ass. We don't need you shaking in the knife, my nigga. We trying to win a World Series. Act like you there, my nigga. You pitched before, bro. A no-no's cool, but we want that shit. So suck it in, pitch them last 3 fucking innings, and act like you been there before, my nigga. That's that. That's all I gotta say about that. Cause he was nervous, bro. He pitched. Oh, he's all here.
Smoke is our resident pitcher.
Yeah. He's the ace.
Resident pitcher analyst.
It's stand up. It's stand up and just 97.
So
if he came like this,
And
he'd
foul
go
it
at least
too.
102.
Yeah.
Folks,
Yeah.
right here.
he throws like me, and I'm a catcher.
Yeah, he does.
He throws like me.
He throws like you. Yeah.
He throws
All
like
here.
this.
Right here.
It's all here. It's all here.
Distance to the plate.
No, he's like 6'5".
Yeah, he's
He
big.
has to come and do like this.
No, he's nice though, man. From last year, now you know what I'm saying. Last year you go 13-3, or I think it was 13-6.
He showed flashes last
He's
year.
no-
18-6.
he's
He
no
went like
Garrett Cole.
18-6. He went like 18-6 last year.
He's nice.
He's nice, but he's
I feel
inconsistent.
like
He's
because his mechanics are terrible.
yeah.
If he had better mechanics, he'd be way more.
But I feel like
He got nasty stuff with bad mechanics.
Yeah.
It's that Mr. Trubisky. That seems to be a problem across all Chicago sports.
What, short arm?
Nah.
Hey, Mitch ain't throw for 4. Hey, listen, a no-no to Mitch. Look, Reef, a no-no to Mitch is a 455 touchdown game, 450 yard. That's a no-no for
He had 5
Mitch.
touchdowns against some bums and then came back and threw 7 interceptions. Some
What was that, his Pro Bowl season?
It's crazy. Like,
Nah, he
So let's
ain't
get
throw
back
for-
to this no-no,
I see
man.
sports.
The no-no.
Let's get back to this no-no.
The no-no was nice. The Pirates are trash.
So
We
Chris,
fucked him.
you've thrown no-no before, right?
Couple.
Now, those last 3 outs, is that the hardest 3 of the game, or is it when you realize you got those last 3? When you realize you got the no-no going, Because it take you the first 6 outs, I would say, are the easiest.
You
because
always know. I feel like
not
you
the first
always
6.
know you gotta know.
The first 9.
You do.
No, but the first 9 are easy. You expect, like, there's this level of confidence I expect to get you out, but I also realistically expect somebody to get a hit during the game.
It's the fact more so that the shakiness really comes from the people behind you. No cap.
Yeah.
It's the
Maybe
fact that you
gas
gotta have
and,
to trust in them, and if you don't, then
That's true. And that's what Lucas said yesterday. He said the defense played their ass off yesterday.
Like,
That's what holds me.
He apologized to the right fielder. I forgot who was in right.
Engel?
Yeah, he called him Engie.
Yeah,
he apologized to the right fielder for that ball being hit so hard to him.
Because he missed his spot, though. It was supposed to be a high fastball. I was strike zone. He threw it right down the middle and got blessed.
That bitch got
tattooed. Part of
tattooed.
that is like your team too, though, because is your team gassing you or is your team
That's what
not
you're saying.
talking about it type shit? So now you
Tim Anderson is on that team, G.
Tim
Tim Anderson, I guarantee. Well,
some niggas.
yeah, some niggas. I wouldn't jinx. I'm
So
the type.
they don't want to be like, yo, you got a no going on
Yeah.
right now. They just be like, let him go, like
Nah,
let him rock.
But
Let
nigga,
him rock.
yeah.
He's stride. He's in stride already. Let him go.
But in between you and the catcher,
y'all know.
James McCann called a great game yesterday. He had this nigga feeling himself.
Yeah.
That changeup dropping, that slider
a lot
breaking
of the
crazy.
times too, like when you're pitching like that, you don't even like. Even if people are telling you, like, I'm pretty sure he was sitting on the bench, not saying nothing to nobody, not even talking.
Locked in.
Just
Yeah. You locked in.
You be in such a zone, like it's really unexplainable. Like I don't even know how.
It's called like in marathon running, like runner's mile. You go in like tunnel vision, like you're locked in.
Right.
You're locked in.
Your mind is so blank.
You're like, yep, grab my glove, let's go to the mound.
Like it's literally it's in every sport though. It's like watching LeBron when LeBron goes crazy. Or like when we like anybody.
I've been there at the plate.
Gets in that zone.
Yeah, you can't miss. Like you can't miss. You just can't miss.
They, he pull in as soon as he cross half court. They pull in.
Yeah.
We've seen Steph do it. We've seen Luka do it recently. We've seen
Don't
LeBron
say
do
it.
it plenty of times.
Yeah, that's it.
We've seen Kyrie do it. It's like
facts.
there's good clutch. Like there's a clutch factor too, but it's just times where it's like you're just
Dame.
in that zone.
That's so true. That zone.
I've seen pitchers do it too. Countless
You get
times.
locked in.
Like, you just lock in. Soccer,
It's
in soccer too. Like when Messi and them be scoring goal after goal after goal. Like there's
Musicians too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like you
that
see a
too.
musician play like a riff or a like just go.
Solo.
It's like, damn, how you do that? I don't know.
I just caught the.
I was just
caught
playing.
it.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like, it's shit. It's not even the fact that, like, once you complete it, it's like, yeah, once you get the basket, it's like the fact that you did, like, all the shit that you did before it. Like, these niggas be out dribbling, like,
Right.
the whole team dead. It's like, how did you have that? You were already just in that. I'm getting past all these niggas. I got the
You can't tell me Kyrie not dribbling off the field.
Bro.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
off the field.
Yeah, it's like off of reaction.
Who's the worst team in the NBA right now?
Chicago Bulls.
They're the top 3, right? Their Suns were the worst.
The Warriors had the worst record, I think.
Warriors might have been worse.
The worst team in the NBA will outscore, I think, any 60s team, any 70s
That's a
team.
fact. I'm sorry.
Any 80s.
Sorry.
I don't know about 80s, but
I don't know about 80s.
80s, there'll be a close game.
Koozie and them.
Bro.
I'm Koozie and them in there as the fuck.
Bro, no, hold on. Hey,
Jerry West and them.
Listen.
Logo, they getting y'all the fuck up.
Do you see what Jamal Murray and Spider Mitchell are doing? 50-50 on each other the other
Tempo.
night, my nigga.
What?
That's a big difference of tempo.
Yeah, and they playing back up and down, up
Bro.
and down. These niggas thought they was Coach Carter running. These niggas is running
Bro.
all day. They getting up them shots, boy. That's the name of the game. Who can get up more
It's
shots?
nuts. It's nuts.
Can get up more
I'll
shots.
see a long rebound and then they coming up pulling it. I'm like, why you?
They don't reset. Nah.
Why you? That's not a good shot.
I'm not resetting.
Nah,
we
jack it up.
Bitch. I'm right here.
Why
Rotate.
Why you think the NBA dropped the reset shot clock to 14? All right, we see what y'all doing. Y'all selling tickets.
Yeah.
14 seconds.
Niggas getting to that rack or shooting that bitch.
These niggas are
Hey,
different.
I just want to throw it out there. Bob Cousy is wet in 2K. His legend card.
Listen,
Oh, no.
who you just named?
Redacted.
Jerry West, nigga. I played a dude online. I had OKC. He had Jerry West Lakers. This nigga was pulling up as soon as he was inbounding the ball.
What he thought?
Nigga, he's passing the ball.
Yeah.
He's behind the 3-point line. Greening that bitch. He did not miss, bro. I'm fighting my ass off. I'm rotate, play deep, la. Then he'll come, inbound the ball, green.
Hey, you know what be blowing my
and I'm like,
hey, you know what
then I'm, Westbrook, 23 seconds, get a bucket. He scored 2 seconds.
Hey.
Oh my God. Had 70 on my head with Jerry West, bro. Dead ass.
Hey, he shooting with Jerry West from the hash 3-point mark. They ain't even had a 3. They didn't even have a 3. They weren't even shooting from there back then.
That's why it's all considered one stat. It's all
That's what I was thinking. It gotta be.
It's all considered one stat. He's 70% from the field. It ain't no 3%, no 3-pointer.
His jumper is 99.
His jumper is 99. So he gonna hit that bitch from any nigga. It don't matter.
If it's a jumper, he hitting it.
He hitting it. He did that. I'm like, what? That's why he's the logo. Literally, I was like, that's why he's the logo. This nigga's nasty.
Yeah. Whoa. Now.
Wappy. Fetty Wap is over with for Fetty Wap. Change your name. Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap, change your name.
Wow. We're not. Next subject.
Wow.
I think we're good for
shout out Megan.
Shout out Megan, man.
Shout out Megan again. I hope you get better.
Hey.
Protect.
Hi, Megan.
Run up, WAP. Protect black women, man.
Run up, WAP. Without your kids around. Without your kids around.
Hey, my niggas, play that in your car.
Preferably not with.
No, yeah. I just want to say, everyone, please be safe, man. It's wild times right now. We didn't even get to talk about the fucking white kid that was shooting everybody yesterday. What's his name?
That's another thing that was so stereotypical that it became.
Before we get out of here. Before we get out of here, I don't even know how we ain't bring that up yet.
I don't even know if we want to get into it. If you want to get into
man,
it,
we got a couple minutes. We could talk straight into it. Well, there's no fucking way a black dude with a rifle gonna walk right past the police during all that looting shit. They gonna let him walk past. That white kid was walking past, and we got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got us one. He gonna help us out, man.
One more time for me, Reef.
No advice, man.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck, dude.
That's that. Oh, here we go. That it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I understand looting, protesting, and everybody's going out there and you know things are gonna happen, but nah, come on.
You had the man with the bow and arrow come to the one thing. You had the white girl setting the Wendy's on fire. Like
you had the dude, remember, went to the rally and run all those people over?
You had the dude run the people over.
Like, come on. Like these motherfuckers, like I said, the devil comes in disguise, bro.
Oh shit.
Like this shit.
Dropping live on the pod, Lakers and Clippers have voted not to continue the NBA season.
The Lakers and Clippers. The biggest market and the two most marketed teams right now. With the two biggest stars, maybe Milwaukee has the other.
So go it.
Now we talked about LeBron's GOAT status. Does this factor in? The fact that he's, nothing moves without LeBron.
It solidifies as a GOAT.
You know it don't.
This goes into...
How you know this was his decision? It says Lakers and Clippers, right? Yeah. Or it says LeBron?
It says Lakers and Clippers.
Yeah.
So LeBron and the Clippers. Or LeBron and LeBron, basically.
LeBron and Kawhi.
Since 2008, nothing in the NBA happens without that man, or at least on his team. And that's been, whether it's true or not, that's been the belief around the world and around the league. And so, assuming that is going to factor in that's one thing that he has so far that Jordan hasn't had, was the activism. Mm-hmm. Now, does that factor in, how much does that play a part into people's decision about who's the GOAT?
When you talk Jordan, you talk basketball. You don't talk anything else. So you can't talk anything else when you compare LeBron and Jordan. You got to talk basketball to basketball.
But the other greats did it, though. Ali did it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
You got Jim Browns, and I don't want to go too much into the NFL people. You have those guys that did it. You have other athletes that did it. It's the same thing. Like Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson didn't do it really during his career. So you gotta just put that as a notch on LeBron's belt.
I mean,
is it a notch that?
But we haven't seen anything yet. So I can't say like until this nigga comes in like shocks the shit out of me with something like groundbreaking. Or
would
like,
you be shocked coming from LeBron anyway though? Like we all know how smart the man is.
Yeah,
we all know he's active at least in speaking. So like I mean, what can he do other than get into politics himself or build some infrastructure himself?
What's up?
What you got?
The news?
Yeah, they
should. It's real.
They should.
Street news.
They should still.
On my block.
Podcast for the culture.
Fuck. No, go ahead, my bad.
But I mean, it's just a conversation. It's something that people will factor into his
legacy. Way, man, damn.
So
we are a podcast. You said we ain't got all the answers.
No, I'm saying it's a conversation.
But I mean,
throw it in there.
Nah, that's what I said. You solidify yourself as a goal. I wasn't talking about specifically basketball, but shit.
Yeah, as a people,
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on, man. It's shit gets to that point where it's like, if you want to say
the people's champ, he's ended up being the people's champ.
I'm Michael Jordan, and I say, hey, I don't want to even touch on my politics or anything involved in that.
Right.
People can't have their feeling a way about that, but they'll respect that if you're still doing what you do on the court, which is dominate. Nigga, like you're afforded certain luxuries when you're a certain person.
Yeah, there's a reason nobody holds it against only certain people.
Niggas know.
Other activists don't really hold it against
back because they probably came back most likely. We said this earlier. He probably came back most likely because it was a debate in his head. Like, damn, this is really bothering me, but. If I don't, I'm like 35. You know what I'm saying?
37.
Like, he's getting older.
Yep.
He's got this chance with AD right now. He has a legitimate chance. If not for all this shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But shit starts brings you back to that reality where you were even debating that in the first place. I could see it now. It just bothers me like, damn, dude, you kind of, like, I feel like everybody should have seen this coming. You feel me? Like, this wasn't about to go away.
It wasn't going to
start
because it's not new.
It's not new.
It's not. And it's not no Band-Aid over a fucking gunshot wound. You can't fix this shit overnight. Like,
you can't. Like I said, we're fighting 1,000 fucking. It's a 1,000-headed monster we're fighting. It's too many. It's a lot of options. And look at, you see, that's why it's taking 60 years. Look at all these new laws that are slowly getting passed. These fucking laws that were made in the 1800s, 1900s.
You find out about laws that is like, what?
Yeah, that was
a law?
And some states, those laws are still, and like they're still actively, like they're active laws.
It literally be shit like, now there are 18 states where black people can officially be black all the time. Like the fuck? So I couldn't be black all day in another state? Like I had to be in the crib.
And it took 30 years after, or 50 years to get the law changed.
So when niggas want to knock down statues, it's a problem and shit. It's crazy, you know?
It's crazy, bro.
It's a lot of shit.
It's crazy. That's why, like I said earlier, I just keep shaking my head. We could literally chase this conversation for another 3 hours because there's so many different things that are happening. We didn't even go into, like, it's so bad right now. We didn't even go into like slavery and racism. Like, we didn't really get into that because that's still going on now. We're talking about our own racism and slavery date. Like, we're still enslaved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a system that we can't break.
In a system.
So all we're doing, the narrative has changed. The setting, like the content, you know what I'm saying, is different. But the narrative, like what
I said in the group chat earlier, context is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's all that's changed, the context. But the subject matter is the same shit.
It's the same. I think we could wrap up on that note.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all tuning in. This was I know this is gonna be a lot to take in. Again, like, share, subscribe. Keep tuning in. Keep fucking with us. We not slowing down. We keep coming. Again, stay safe out there, everybody, and keep your head up, and don't forget to love each other.
If you stayed for the whole video, let us know in the comments, because we fuck with you heavy for that one.
Appreciate it. On that one, we out.
Peace.
Peace.